All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of the Numbnuts Podcast. I'm your co-host, Justin, also known as Justin Games TV. Joining me is Mitch, also known as Crazy Mitch 42. Say hi, Mitch.
Hello.
There he is. That's the man. It's the man you've also known to come and love.
Or hate.
We restart. I'm actually not. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just can we just cut it right there?
I'm not feeling it.
Can we cut it? I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm not really feeling it.
I'm not feeling it.
So,
feeling it.
A precaution I want to bring out. Well, first, I want to extend a huge thank you because
Caution.
Exactly. Yeah. Not everyone in Mitch's channel knows who I am. I have not existed on your channel for a very long time.
Or you maybe just stumbled upon this channel not knowing either of us.
Yeah. But let's assume for right now, which it's not even an assumption, it's a fact. A lot of current viewers came from your channel, and they may not know who I am. So I want to extend a piece of gratitude from watching the comments of you guys complimenting the trailer that I made, and also that you are excited for the podcast, because we are too. Now, the precaution side of this, grab your popcorn, it's about to get dangerous. Here come the threats. So, me and Mitch, although Mitch is a Minecraft role player, and I play video games online as well, we do have, not extreme, it's not about to get oddly racist here, but we do have...
That's not a good way to start this.
It's not, no, but you see what I mean? Like, this is a good segue. This is a good introduction. Me and Mitch do talk pretty vulgarly, and we do say pretty fucked up jokes. And me right there just saying the word fuck just shows that we will be cussing, we will be talking about bodily fluids, and ways we will be talking about bodily fluids and how to ingest them, and multiple stuff.
So if you can't take these things,
yes, this
don't be here.
This is going to be comedy-esque, funny, random shit. Like, we're
on another level you've never seen.
We are just two dudes shooting the shit. The definition of shooting the shit. So do not worry about anything. I don't know why
I'm about to carry this podcast on my back.
I don't know why I said don't worry.
I'm already worried.
But it's a lot of fun. I don't know where you're listening to the podcast, but just know at the time of this uploading, it should be available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and possibly more. I'm not too sure. Not too sure at the moment. We have yet to set that up. I have yet to set that up, but it will be soon. So that's actually going to be a lot of fun. It's actually something I want to talk to you about that hopefully happens before this episode releases, but that'll be another story. Right now, the news on the table is that we have a rat to talk about.
Indeed we do.
Yeah, I want you to fill my ears with this information because I don't know what this is.
Okay. So it's funny enough. I think I brought this up with the Origins group like 2 months ago. Funny enough, when I saw this story. So yeah, this is the peak of comedy on this podcast, by the way. So Justin was like, "What type of topic can you bring up?" And I don't know why, but in my head, I immediately remembered this like, all
right,
this article, because most people on their phones, you know how you usually get like the news feeds and whatnot, and it's just like random crap half the time.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, this one caught my attention, and I read the whole thing. But basically, it's about a rat that won a gold medal for his life-saving bravery and devotion.
See, now when you told me about this, I thought this was literally like a New York rat. That was
no.
I thought maybe like
this rat's special.
Yeah, I thought maybe like it bit our president, and because of that, he like got cured of HIV or something like that. Like I thought that
radioactive waves, like, and now he's Rat Man.
He's Rat Man. Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what this is about, but
Rattle Trump.
Apparently, this is not what it's about. So what did this just? What's the name of that fucking rat from Ninja Turtles? Splinter?
Master Splinter?
What did Splinter do to get this medal?
What did Splinter do? Well, I'll tell you, Justin. Splinter here decided... well, actually, his name is Magawa.
That's Splinter to me.
It's a giant African poached rat. If people look this up, you need to see the picture of this thing.
I'll look it up right now.
It's a monster.
I'll look it up now while you're telling me. What's it called?
Yeah, it's an African poached rat.
All right, go ahead.
It's a bit of a monster. But it was given a award for its life-saving bravery and devotion because it discovered 39 landmines and 28 items of unexploded ordnances in the last 7 years.
This thing looks adorable. What are you talking about?
But it's a big boy.
I honestly, in America, I guess in America this would be considered a rat.
Unless you're in like the New York subways, then this is nowhere near close to as what you'll deal with.
For anyone that doesn't want to look it up, because you're listening to this on audio form, it kind of looks like I was gonna say a chimichanga, but that's not what it's called. It's a
chimichanga.
What's the name of that really soft one that you can get? It rolls around in dirt and chinchilla.
A chinchilla?
A chinchilla. Yeah. This looks like a really.
I like how rolling around in dirt was how we described what a chinchilla was.
Yes, it looks like a chinchilla but longer. It almost looks the size of a cat. But
that's what I'm saying, man. It's a big ass rat.
So he detected bombs. So he's like,
correct.
So they're smart. They like bomb sniffers.
Yeah, I didn't even know rats could do this.
I did know this.
I mean, rats and like mice are like very intelligent on their own, if you think about it. And then there's the ones that just stare at a cat and get mauled.
I don't know if I told you this, but my first pet as a child was a hamster, and
like most,
my cat ate him. And
I think I've heard this story.
I did not find out until later in life because my mom did not.
Yeah, didn't your mom like hide this from you for like years?
Yeah, I came home and
I remember this story, but let the people know.
I came home and Max, my hamster, was gone, and I was like, "Mommy, where's my hamster?" And she's like, "Oh, he's at the animal hospital. He wasn't feeling too good. He was sick." And for some reason, I was just like, "Okay." And then I just never. I think I asked him out like a week later, like, "Hey, mommy, Hey, mommy, how's Maxie doing?" And she's like, "Oh, he's still in the hospital." I was like, "Okay." And then I guess I just forgot about him, even though I had his cage and everything. I think maybe like a few years later, I was like, "Hey, mom, whatever happened to Max?" And she's like, "Oh, well, I came home and there's 2 little feet sticking out of the cat's mouth." And I was like, "Oh my god." So my cat ate him. I don't know how the hell she got in his cage, because it was hard for me even as a kid to open that thing up. So,
bruh, man, cats are smart too. Like that's another animal that can be smart when they want to be.
That fat bastard probably squeezed out of his cage and right into my cat's mouth.
Yep. And he was just like, "Oh, shit."
That's funny.
He just ran into it.
Well, as a kid, I didn't even know that hamsters were nocturnal. So I remember being asleep and hearing this guy just all night, and I would turn over and be like, "Can you shut up, dude?" Like without realizing that.
Come on, I'm like 5.
Yeah, like, come on, dude.
Let me sleep.
I need to go to bed. I'm 5 years old. I need like 18 hours of sleep a day. Come on.
I got kindergarten in the morning.
Yeah, I got all these.
I gotta impress all the girls with my flashy new T-shirt.
I was about to say they have no idea the get up I'm about to walk into that school with.
Yo, I gotta impress them with my Barney T-shirt. Yo, they're about to be so impressed.
The most depressing feeling in your life. It's not divorce. It's not the death of a loved one. It's going to school, wearing your favorite shirt, trying to impress her crush, and she's not there. She like missed school that day. That's the most depressing shit. Because you can't wear it the next day. Kids will point it out like, "Yo, you wore that shirt yesterday." You can't just brush it off. You wear it to try and impress your crush, and they don't come to school, and you're like, "Well, shit, I'll get her next week."
And then you wear the same shirt next week, and then she's not there.
Yeah, and just nothing happens. But at that point, it's like, all right, I tried.
I tried. Moving on.
Next shirt. Next girl. Here we go.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed our talk about Magawa the rat. It wasn't too informational. If you want to look up the actual blog, I'm sure you could find it.
Yeah, so tune in next week.
Tune in next week for our update on Magawa.
Your rat has died after failing to sniff one of the bombs.
Oh my god.
Just there it goes.
Yeah, so another thing I thought I would be funny to bring up, because I've noticed it a lot recently, and as someone who hasn't collected in a long time, I mean, not really a long time, maybe it's been like a year or so since I've like looked into getting them and whatnot. But bruh, Pokemon cards are getting hella popular recently.
Yeah, it blew up again.
It's getting crazy.
It's really big on Twitch right now, opening Pokemon cards.
I know.
Yeah.
Bro, it's insane.
I mean,
I mean, card openings in general, like I guess like no matter what they are, they're popular.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Pokemon cards have just been skyrocketing in price as of late it's kind of nutty. I mean, I won't lie to myself. I have like 64 cards waiting for me to be opened on my birthday. So, I mean, I won't lie. I also am looking into getting some cards. But like, there's a lot of people just spending like hundreds and thousands on them as of late because of like the cards that have been coming out. I mean,
I bet the Pokemon company is really happy.
Oh yeah, and especially with the 25th anniversary coming up too, it's like
Yeah, no, I've seen all my
timing
YouTube feed is just Ninja opens a gold Pikachu live on Twitch. It's like, okay, wow, but none of them are gonna sell it. That's what bothers me. I get it. I get holding on to something for value, but when it comes to like me and Woney and stuff, if I opened up a card that was worth $500, it's going on the market that day. Like, because if I held on to it for a year and then next year went down to 5 cents, I'd be so depressed knowing that that's like playing a gamble. Like, I wouldn't gamble it. Like, if it's worth $15, boom, right there, sell. Like,
yeah, I mean, I have a card. For all you nerds out there, it's a Charizard and Braxton Rainbow card. I pulled it like, I don't even know when the hell this came out. Maybe like a year and a half ago. And at the time of me pulling that card was worth $600.
Dude.
At the time.
Now it's worth
when I pulled it. Because it was like a brand new set. Now it's worth like, I think 150, 160.
I would still immediately sell it. Same thing applies to CSGO. Like, I would just sell.
Yeah, but I mean, like, see, I don't know.
I'd lowball too.
It's like it's just like being as a collector. It's like, it's cool. Like, I kind of want to sell it, but at the same time, you're like, nah, I kind of want to keep it. See if the value goes up and so on and so forth. I mean, same thing can be said about like Funkos. Like, I collect those like a fiend. You know that,
right?
So like, to have those be,
I think,
sold off in front of me would be a really sad day.
I find owning Funkos is a lot cooler. It's a lot cooler, kids, than owning Pokemon cards. Because I feel like Funkos are a lot cooler to show off. Like, the kids showed me, like, I got a gold like, Charizard. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. If some guy goes, oh, I have the Iron Giant as a pop figure, so you only want to be like,
holy shit, dude, give me that.
Oh my god.
Give me that Iron Giant.
I'm gonna rob you.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, Funkos, I mean, Jesus Christ, they're popular.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's understandable as to why. It's just a little figure, and it can be anything you want.
Yeah, it's easy. Easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
I really do want to visit, like, the Funko Land, basically their headquarters.
Oh, like the HQ?
It's in Seattle.
I'd love to go just to
the thing
do it.
I don't know if there's anything else in Seattle I want to go for. It would kind of suck just to buy plane tickets to go to, like, Seattle. Like,
why are you going to Seattle during a pandemic? I'm going to the Funko HQ.
Yeah, that's the only reason I bought
to buy a Funko.
I spent all this money. Like, I'm not even doing anything else. Like, I kind of get people traveling just to go to Disneyland, but for me, I live close enough where it's a drive. So, if I drove there just for Disneyland, it'd be kind of boring. I at least maybe want to go to the beach, go visit that observatory we went to, stuff like that, like stuff else to fill in the
just
trip.
like do a bunch of stuff.
I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm not a weeb, but I am watching more animes as time passes, and I'm on episode 3 of Dr. Stone now. Finally started watching that. It's weird. I like it, but it's very weird. It is pretty funny. A lot of stuff is just unexpected. How much have you watched so far?
Of
Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone. I finished that a while back.
It just is really.
I watched it when it came out, so I was watching it weekly.
Like, it's really weird to me how nice everyone is, because that throws me off. Every TV show you watch, no one's ever nice to each other because that creates drama, and that's what TV shows need to keep the plot going. Like Dr. Stone, literally the second episode, they free a man of his stone entrapment. And in 15 seconds flat, doesn't even ask a question. He punches a lion straight in the jaw and kills it. And then he turns around and says, I don't know who you are, but no matter what, no danger will ever come of you. I will protect you for the rest of my life. It's just like, okay, dude, like, what? Why are you doing that?
Why are you sacrificing your life.
Yeah.
Because I just freed you from stone. I get it. It's a big deal. We've been asleep for like what, 2,000 years now?
Yeah, exactly. Like
I think in like that plot.
Yeah, exactly. So for anyone who hasn't watched, I'm not going to talk about it much because I've only seen 2 episodes so far. Is that
I've watched the whole show. It's great. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you really should check it out. It's really good.
Yeah, basically everyone's having a splendid day. Some people are upstairs having sex. Another dude's eating his groceries. You know, just holding hands, walking the street. Normal ass day.
Some other guy's eating groceries while having sex.
Another dude's eating that girl's ass while doing groceries. Basically, they're all having their own splendid day. All of a sudden, a bright green light flashes, and boom, everyone is turned to stone. And that's it. Basically, all humans are converted into stone statues. And they do eventually wake up, but what, Justin, is it like 2 years later? No, 3,000 fucking years later, they finally...
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3. I know
exactly
it was a long time.
3,700 years. They slowly start waking up, or at least the main character wakes up from his stone. And you might be like, oh, is New York there? And it's like covered in seaweeds and stuff like that. No, it's been long enough. Everything's like fucking gone. It's like God threw a stone at Earth and reset it. Like literally no even ounce of evidence of humans is left except for the bodies.
You know how the meteor took out the dinosaurs? Yeah, the green beam took out the humans.
Yeah, so there's no like, oh look, that's the Statue of Liberty. It's all covered in weeds and stuff. No, it's gone. Everything's fucking gone. There's just stone humans lying around, and some of them are even dead. Like they got crushed because of natural elements over 3,000 fucking years. And the scariest part, apparently they're all conscious. Like they're watching this all happen. Like they're stuck.
God, that would suck.
Like they talk about like, oh, because like the main character, they ask, hey, how'd you know it's 3,700 years? He's like, I counted. It's like, you fucking maniac. You what? You counted? He counted each second. He said that. And they even showed it happening. So all those humans watching this dude walk around, scratch his nuts for a little bit, like they're all conscious watching this happen for 3,000 years. Oh my God. That's horrible. Anyway. That's
the real horrible part is, what if you got like crushed, right? Like, let's say you got decapitated or whatever due to like the environment changing.
Yeah,
and
are
whatever,
they still
and you're
alive?
Still a statue. Are you still alive? Are you still watching?
I mean, it showed that he said that he poured, for spoilers, 2 episodes in, they already tell this, but they find out how to free people without killing them. It's like some juice that they made and they pour it on them and it frees them. He poured it on a hand that was cracked away from its body, and it just turned into a corpse, of course. So who knows what happens when you do it to a head, I guess? They'd probably break out. They go, hey, what's happening? And just immediate right there.
Just, hey, man, what's up?
Yeah. Where's my body? So that's what's happening right now. But it is pretty cool. I do like it. The comedy and like the writing is very different.
Oh, it gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better.
It's so weird. But I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird faces and like but a lot of the stuff that like Senku does is like he does a lot of stuff that is legit.
Yeah, no.
That'll like work IRL.
I can tell. Like they've done like everything he does, like
the research.
Did you know that you can smoke fish to get, dried fish and turn it into jerky, and hey, this is how you make salt. Like they actually show it. Which is insane.
It was very heavily thought out.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to see something different. The music in it's pretty goddamn good. The intro and outro.
I love the outro.
I watched the last episode of My Hero Academia.
You finally watched it.
I did, and it wasn't worth it. It was nice.
It wasn't worth it.
Like, yeah, all right, spoiler alert. Blah, blah, blah. It was fun to see.
Spoiler again.
Yeah, it was fun to see Endeavor have that battle. For anyone who's watching this and has seen the show, no, he's not dead. Don't worry. Endeavor's alive. But I mean, that was kind of cool, but I could give less of a shit about him. Like this isn't me being an asshole. It's just he's not one of my favorite characters. But like for the last episode of the season, I thought it'd be more of a cliffhanger or more something crazy happening, because all that happened is that he fought a Nomu. Is that what they call him? I think.
Yeah, the Nomus.
Yeah. So it was cool. Luckily, doesn't the next season come out in like March, something like that?
I believe so.
If that's true.
I think the same is with Dr. Stone. I think it comes out in January.
I thought Dr. Stone was only
like
one season in.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure? Okay, so that's the thing. I'm watching on Crunchyroll.
Season 2 is coming out in January or September. It's like the Stone Wars.
Okay, Because I'm watching on Crunchyroll right now, and it says...
Why the hell did I say September? February.
It says that there's 7 seasons, but I think it's because they have it in 7 different languages. It counts as another season. So
probably.
I thought so. Like even
there's no way it's 7 seasons.
You know, even my friends are like, no, dude, it's been going on for years. It's like, what? I thought it was brand new. I thought it was relatively new. The manga came out a while ago, but the show's new. But I know nothing about the manga. Like, I'm not a weeb. Okay, if you guys want to hear...
He says he's not a weeb, but he's the one who brought up all the anime so far.
I'm
changing.
Why is there a body pillow in my corner now all of a sudden? No. If you guys really want to know how much not a weeb I am, here are the animes I've watched. One Punch.
Went to Japan.
I did go to Japan, but I had nothing to do with anime.
Trying to throw off your scent.
Here is all the animes I've watched. You guys ready for this mind-blowing number? My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, and that's it. Now it's becoming Dr. Stone as my 3rd. That's it. So, I mean, it's cool. I get it. But like...
Speaking of Dr. Stone, I just had the opening come up on my Spotify. Who would have guessed? There you go.
How has your life been, Mitch?
Fucking busy.
Me too. But we're both busy for different reasons.
Yeah.
Very different reasons. Yours is your second job, which is YouTube. Mine's my actual job. I wish I had more time to do Twitch, which is so like I do Twitch, Mitch does YouTube. And then Mitch dabbles in Twitch a lot too.
I dabble when I can.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
That's what it comes down to.
I wish I had more time to do Twitch. There's no better time than right now that I want to be a full-time, actual making paychecks Twitch streamer because I love doing it. But if it's the if it's the one thing I want in this world, it's time. Because like, I work 6 days a week right now, so I get 1 day to do any personal stuff. So then I come home, I cook, I stream, I go to bed, I repeat, shit myself some days, cry myself some other days, you know? It's tiring.
You know, it's kind of funny. Like, I was talking with Pat, for people who don't know, it's Al Trail over in the Origins community. It's also my roommate. And I came home from work today, and we were having like a small little conversation in the kitchen about like some future projects we want to work on. And we were just like talking, and then we were realizing like how much crap we've been doing as of late. Mm-hmm. And like, usually when I get like stressed and stuff, or I'm just kind of like ranting or whatever, if it gets to like a point where I'm just like, yeah, this sucks. And then I usually like, I do like finger gun and like put it in my mouth and pretend to shoot. And Pat, for some reason, was like, you know, you've been doing that a lot recently. And I was like, yeah, it was because the world's been fucking me over recently. Yeah,
you do something as a joke, but when you're not doing it online and people see it in person, like, yo, dude, you okay? It's like, oh, yeah, exactly. Like okay. Jokes, like so many dark jokes you could say online with your friends so easily, but when I go home to my parents,
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
but like,
how's work, Justin? And it's like, oh, I'm stressed out. I want to kill myself. It's like, why would you say that? It's like, oh, sorry, no, I don't actually plan on dying. It's just
I'm just stressed.
Just stressed. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna die. But that's just something we.
Yeah, I mean, in case people are wondering, like before this even started, I was making a coffee because I was exhausted before I even came here. And like, what time is it now? It's past midnight, and I'm drinking a coffee at midnight.
I'm exhausted because I've been staying up late way too often recently, and all I do is watch YouTube, which is a problem because it's addictive as hell. I just go down that rabbit hole, man. My favorite thing to watch, I don't know why, and it's not even now. It's not even like this just came out of nowhere. I've always done it. I love watching movie scenes online, just random movie scenes. Literally, that pop in. Oh, here's a scene from X-Men. Blah, blah, blah. Here's a scene from Wolverine. Oh, that's cool. Here's a scene from Horton Hears a Who. You know, like it's just random.
Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah, it's just random ass movie scenes I like watching. I think it just reminds me about movies that I may have forgotten about that I liked.
You know what I was actually like? It's funny you bring this up now because yesterday, I was listening to Eminem.
I'm really happy.
A bit yesterday.
I farted and the mic didn't pick it up, so keep going.
Okay.
I'm really happy it didn't rip up my ripe ass. All right, go ahead.
exploding into the microphone.
It cannot hide the smell, however. You keep going.
But yeah, have you ever seen the movie Real Steel?
Yeah, I was just watching it.
I
just watched it a few days ago.
Are you serious?
I was just watching it with Mari, who's...
All right, this wasn't planned, but we're gonna talk about Real Steel now.
I'm halfway through it right now. I was just watching it like 3 days ago.
Like I said, I was listening to Eminem yesterday, and I forgot that one of his songs is in Real Steel. So I was looking up one of his songs, and then a clip came up of Real Steel, and I was like, God damn it, I missed this movie. This movie was awesome.
I know. Dude, I was scrolling. I was laying in bed with Mari, for anyone who doesn't know, is my girlfriend. And we were going through Disney Plus, and it's like, is that Real Steel? Starring Wolverine himself? Fuck it, let's watch it. And we got like halfway through it before we went to bed. But yeah, it actually lives up, honestly. Like, it's not that bad. It's very
It's not.
It's very
It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
I loved the concept. I thought the fighting was freaking cool. I mean, they even made a video game, if you didn't know that.
Was the video game good, though?
The video game was good. It was really hard. Like, it was incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just me because I'm terrible at video games, but I found it very difficult. You kind of just had to like build up your robot by like beating opponents and then making money, and then you would buy parts and like make your robot better and
I had to look
learn
that up.
like skills and whatnot.
I forgot his name was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, no,
Oh boy, I've met him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Nice flex.
Hella nice guy.
Was it one of those video games that because whenever a video game comes out, luckily they've stopped doing this nowadays. But from when I was a child, and you too, they made a video game about every single movie that came out. If a movie did well in theaters, you can expect a video game coming out.
It was gonna get milked.
Yeah, and it was very shitty. Usually all the time. I can't think of a single video game based off a movie that was genuinely really fun. There probably is, and I would need to be reminded of it. That's usually how my nostalgia works.
It reminds me of like, do you remember like when they made the remake of not Jurassic Park. Oh God, what's the name?
You got this.
King Kong.
Okay, no.
You remember the remake they made?
No.
With Jack Black?
Wait, what? Like,
you don't know about this?
Like a movie?
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up.
Are you sure not talking about like Gilmore's Island or whatever it's called?
No.
Oh, wait. Was it like King Kong versus other monsters too? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think so. No, here it is. I found it. It was just called Kong Skull Island.
Yeah. I know. Okay, I know. I didn't know Jack Black was in it.
Or was it this one? Check. No, it wasn't that one. It was the original King Kong.
I was about to say,
2005.
Doesn't Kong Skull Island have... Yeah, that's Tom Hiddleston.
It's a remake of the 1933 film.
What's it called?
Just called King Kong.
King Kong what year?
2005.
2005.
Yeah, Jack Black is like a main dude.
Okay, then
I think he's like the main villain. I'm pretty sure. It's been God knows how long since I've seen this movie. But they made a video game of it, and it was like fun, but it was incredibly difficult.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea about that. However, I can already tell just by the movie banner, there is a ride based on it at Universal Studios that... Wait, did me and you go on the tour at Universal? We did, right?
Yes.
Like the studio tour.
Yes.
You get to see behind the scenes of all the movie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that part? There's a part where we go inside a tunnel and like the whole car. Yeah, that was Kong. That was based off.
Yeah, I know it was.
Okay, so I guess I've seen.
And then they had the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that was shit. I'm gonna be honest. That it was kind of cool. I don't know, because I'm a sucker.
See, I don't know anything about the Fast and Furious franchise, so that was like cool cars.
Well, I'm a sucker for technology and like illusions, which is a problem because when anything happens, I immediately think, oh, how'd they pull this off? You know, how are they showing this effect without actually happening? It's like watching magicians. Like, oh, how'd they do it? I gotta know how they did it. So in the Fast and Furious ride, you sit still, but the whole car leans back when fucking the bald dude, what's his name?
Vin Diesel.
When Vin Diesel floors his car leans back and like air rushes past your face. It feels like you're with them. But I just noticed we're sitting completely still, and there's just a fan blowing against our face, and the car is standing right in front of us. And I was like, all right, well, that's kind of cool.
Well, I ruined this for myself.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It's like, all right, well, but no, I don't remember a single. The only video game I played based off a movie that I played as a kid and I enjoyed, and the only reason I enjoyed it because I was a mindless kid and I knew what the hell I was doing. Jimmy Neutron, the video game. I played on an old Windows PC, and it was terrifying. Everyone was.
They made a Jimmy Neutron game.
Mm-hmm. It was terrifying. It was an open world game of the city, but everyone was made out of polygons, so it looked terrifying.
All right, let me look at this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, people that are watching us audio wise, like, I know you're not able to like.
To be fair,
see anything that we are typing in and looking up.
You know what's funny? I
apologize, but just take our general reactions as to what this.
I feel really.
Oh my god!
I feel really hypocritical because one of my biggest pet peeves is listening to podcasts and they go, "Oh, look at this video," and it's like I can't see the video.
Oh no, this looks terrible.
I haven't seen it in like.
Oh my god!
A long time.
What the fuck?
Well, describe it to the people. Describe it to the audience.
Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. What the fuck?
What?
The fuck are these games? Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. We got Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Attack of the Twonkies.
I see that. It's like an evil version. Well, here, describe what the game looks like to the people that are.
It looks like you ever seen Trolls?
Yeah,
this is exactly what it looks like.
You got it spot on.
If you ever saw Trolls and you wanted to see them a little more terrifying and a boy genius, this is exactly what this game will bring you.
If you guys want to know how they designed Jimmy Neutron, his face looked like he found his mom's NyQuil and just destroyed. Oh my god, dude, Carl looks like he was stung by 50 bees and then neglected by his parents. Oh my god, he looks horrible.
What's her name? Cindy? It's fucking terrible.
Well, I see what's his name? Jet or whatever, like the cool kid is.
She looks like fucking Amanda from the Rugrats.
Oh god damn it, I have to find it now.
Or Angelica, not Amanda. Angelica.
What did you say?
I said Amanda.
Oh, I think I immediately went to Amanda Bynes from like the Amanda Show.
Oh my god, what the fuck am I looking at? These look so
What's her name again?
Man.
Cindy,
yeah. Just
hey, all right. This isn't fair because, like I said, I hate when other podcasters do this so much. You gotta describe what Cindy looks like.
All right.
Oh.
So remember what Justin said about the NyQuil? Take that with like
Adderall.
Yeah, I was gonna say like some other type of hard.
Some hard drug.
Bruh, like her hair isn't even the same color as her hair in the show.
It's like
it's incredibly blonde.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally like it's crimson piss yellow.
I was gonna say it's piss yellow. Piss yellow.
She's got this like massively red polo shirt on for some reason.
And it's really long too. Like what the fuck?
It's like incredibly long. Oh my god, bro! It just looks.
I mean, I don't know. For the times,
2001.
You know, I forgot. This reminds me because I'm seeing it right now on my phone that there is a scene in the TV show where for some reason Jimmy Neutron becomes like.
Bro, there were games way better than this in 2001.
What's his name? Hugh Hefner. Wait, is his name Hugh Hefner, the Playboy guy? Is that
Hugh Hefner?
Is that Hugh Hefner? I feel like I'm naming someone that's a murderer. I don't want to. Hugh Hefner. Who is he? Yeah, he was a Playboy guy. There's a scene in the Jimmy Neutron show where Jimmy is dressed up as Hugh Hefner, and like he invites Cindy over, and you can just imagine how awkward, even as a kid, that makes you feel. Like, oh my god! I promise.
Bro, there
I
were
was
so many games that came out in
about.
2001 that were super good.
What's up?
I said there were so many games that came out in 2001.
Yeah.
And there were so many good games. And then there's Jimmy Neutron. No disrespect. I loved the show.
Yeah.
But holy shit, this game looks like an acid trip.
See, now Jimmy Neutron does have something that most don't. And that is most TV shows are gaining popularity and then they get turned into a movie. Like SpongeBob, for example. You know what I mean? People love the show, so they made a movie out of it. Usually, if it's the opposite, where a movie comes out, like How to Train Your Dragons. Like, I don't know how the show is. Don't get me wrong. It just looks like
I've heard the show's very good.
Yeah, but it looks like shit from my eyes because obviously I'm watching from an outside perspective and the budget got cut because obviously it can't be like a cinematic masterpiece from DreamWorks. It's on Netflix. Whatever. Think of any other movie. Usually when a movie gets turned into a kids TV show, it goes really down in style and quality. However, Jimmy Neutron, I found out, I thought I was wrong, that the movie came out first. So the TV show came after the movie, and the TV show is pretty fucking bomb. Like,
yeah, the show was great.
Yeah, like so many people I know watched that TV show.
You know what else came out in 2001?
What?
RuneScape.
RuneScape?
Yep, my game. Crazy Taxi?
Oh my god. I never played it. Did you actually play on your own console? Because I didn't. I played.
Oh hell yeah! I had that sucker on the Dreamcast.
I didn't know that existed. I only played it at arcades. I thought it was only an arcade game.
Nah, I had it on the Dreamcast. I had the first and the second one on the Dreamcast.
I finally bought it on like PlayStation 2.
For all you young folks, the Dreamcast was a console.
Video game.
Video games.
Back then we had Walkmans and
You know, funny enough, like, I mean, this is gonna lead back into Pokemon for like a split second, but we're talking about old consoles now. Is that my older brother, sent me a Snapchat today of him playing on his Game Boy because he found it. His Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red in it, and it still works.
That's awesome.
Like completely fine.
You know,
I thought that was funny.
That's funny. What show? Oh, me and my girlfriend were watching recently Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I have never actually fully seen it, so this is my first time fully seeing it. And I don't know when was it filmed? A long time ago, before the 90s. Maybe it was in the 90s.
I think it was like the late 90s.
Was it? I feel I don't know my movie facts at all, so I'm sorry to anyone who's like, "Yo, dude, it was 2018." Like, no, I know it was that.
Oh, it was not the late it was not the late 90s.
Oh, it was 1989, so late 80s.
Yeah, it's the late 80s. Sorry.
So I was watching that.
Got facts straight here.
And you pick up on stuff that obviously back then they didn't have computers and all that. So you notice none of the characters have cell phones, and the mom at some point even has to call the dad after like using a payphone. And here's the thing: call me a millennial, boomer, Gen Z, whatever you want. I cannot imagine. Oh god. I knew that was pissing people off. It was pissing me off. I really need to clear my throat. You can hear it starting to, like a smoker's cough. Yeah, I know. I can't imagine living in a world without cell phones because, dude, my anxiety, like not being able to like, I don't care about games. I don't care about YouTube. Just not being able to contact anyone. Like if anything happens, like my wife called me from a payphone at the grocery store, like, "Hey honey, I'm picking up groceries, be home soon." I go, "Okay." 2 hours pass, the sun's down. I can't be like, "I'll call her." I just gotta be like, "Well, I sure hope she's not murdered.
She's alive."
Yeah, I sure hope she didn't get murdered by Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. Like, like anything could, like, that sounds terrifying. I can't imagine. That's so much stress.
I've only had one experience with the payphone. It actually wasn't even that long ago, funny enough. So for people who don't know, I used to live in New York as of when the hell did I move out now? I moved out
wasn't it just this year?
5 months ago. Yeah, I moved out like 5 months ago. So I'm in a different state now. But when I used to go like visit Alicia in Boston, I would usually take the bus. And I ended up taking the bus back and on the buses that you would take going back and forth, they usually have like plugs so you can like, charge your phone and stuff. And of course, the bus that I was on, all their electronical stuff was out. So I couldn't charge my phone, and your boy's phone was riding a nice 20%. And at this time, my parents would pick me up because where you would get dropped off, I would take like the bus all the way to the Staten Island ferry. And then I would go to Staten Island to, go home and whatever. But the problem is that the Staten Island ferry at night is like incredibly dangerous. It's like where all the homeless people and like all that shit comes out at night. So it's pretty dangerous over there. There's definitely been like some gang fights and shit around there. and it's just not a safe place. So my parents would always pick me up. Now the problem was that when I got home to New York in Manhattan to then head to the ferry, my phone was rocking like 5%. So I had to tell my mom, like, hey, like my phone's gonna die, like I'll try and text you before, like when I get to the ferry, so you can pick me up. And then without realizing, my phone had died before I got to the ferry. So I had no way of contacting my parents.
See, this is what they felt like. Can you imagine?
So it was pure and massive panic.
Oh, yeah.
Of how am I going to let them know that I'm here? Because they have to drive like 20 minutes to come get me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And like the social anxiety kicks in too, where it's like, I don't want to ask somebody to borrow their phone to call someone random,
Mm-hmm.
So luckily when I got over the Staten Island ferry back on Staten Island, going from Manhattan to Staten Island, there's a payphone in the ferry, and I had $1 in quarters, and that was all I had in my wallet, and it was 50 cents per call. So I had to dial my mom on a payphone, and she didn't answer.
Oh my God, dude!
I was screaming, like internally crying. I was like, "Please answer the phone!" And like it just kept ringing and ringing, and it was like, the number you tried to reach. Dude. And I was about to have a breakdown.
That's pure primal instinct breaking down.
I was about to break down. I was like,
literally the urban jungle.
I don't know what to do. I was like, because I could take the bus, but like once again, it's very dangerous where I am.
See, like at that point, what do you do? Just call the cops? Just like, all right, help.
I was like, what do I do? So like I tried calling her again with like the last 50 cents I had. And like, luckily she picked up.
Oh my God.
And she was like, hello, who is this? I'm like, Mom. Mitch, pick me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your parents ignore it because it looks like a spam call. Like, that's it. You're done.
That's exactly what I thought she was doing. I thought she was going to do that again. And I got so scared.
Dude.
And like, note, I'm like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like, being a little bitch about it.
A functioning adult. Like a functioning member of society.
Like a functioning adult in society acting like a bitch. Like I was scared because I didn't know what to do.
No, like it's, like, can you imagine living like that? I mean, I guess back then you weren't as worried because, this such a luxury did not exist. So you didn't know what it felt like for it to be taken away.
Yeah, so now it's like a luxury that we all have now. And the moment it gets stripped from us, we're like, what do we do?
See, now I'm terrified. This will never happen. God forbid. Knock on wood. If I ever got sent to prison, and they're like, oh, you get one phone call. Yeah, what if you call your parents? They don't pick up. And then your officer's like, all right, that was it. Get back to your cell. It's like, oh, am I just stuck here forever? Like, how do I, what happens now?
How do we get out?
Am I just a prisoner? Like, how do I?
Am I just a prisoner of the law?
Yeah, I just need my mom, please. I feel like I have had to ask a stranger for my phone, which is a problem.
I've had to do it a few times.
Which is hypocritical.
I've had people ask me.
Yeah, exactly. It's hypocritical for me to even think about asking someone. Because I know if someone asked me, I'd be like, like, it feels like, I don't know. I guess it depends. I hate to, look at a person and base it on their looks. Yeah. But like, if it's someone that just looks standard and like they look worried, like they need to call someone. Yeah. If it looks like a dude, but for some reason he really looks like he's about to break off into a sprint, then no, you cannot have my phone. Mm-hmm. I need this. So, I don't know. It's hypocritical to judge someone off their looks and then have to do it yourself. But we're humans living in an urban jungle. You can't trust shit.
Yeah.
People literally grab your stuff and run. So
it's fucking true, man.
I don't know.
It is true.
Anyone that lives in a city knows that. Meanwhile, the people that listen to this that live out in the country, I leave my doors unlocked every night. No, dude. If we even think about leaving our doors unlocked, it's not like there's murderers everywhere. But
my mom all the time would be like, "Hey, go turn my car on and make sure no one steals it." Like, it was just this mentality.
That's the thing is that me and Mitch did not live like, oh hey, there's a murder down the street over there, sex offenders over there. Like, no, I doubt anything would happen.
We had a pedophile on my block.
Well, Great.
You know, just like this random shit.
I'm happy
Like
you told
he
me
got put in jail
Okay, well at least he's in a
because
better
we
place
found
now.
shit out. Like
He's in a better place now. He's in prison.
I was like, what was I? I was like 13.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I thought you meant recently. I was like, Jesus.
No. It was a while back. It was just like 10 years ago.
Dude.
Like,
Cool story,
it's just,
man.
It's just crazy shit. This is taking a massive U-turn. We started off with rats, and then we got to people robbing you and pedophile.
And it's just such an odd thing. If you ever go to, like, I have family members that live out in the country. You go to visit. It's like, you guys gonna lock the front door? It's like, no. Why would we need to? It's like, what? No one's gonna come kill you?
Yeah, like even like now. I mean, like I don't live in the country per se. Like I live in the woods.
Right.
But like my neighbor next door is shooting off a gun every single day.
Uh-huh.
Like he has a firing range in his backyard.
Huh.
Like it's like 10 acres down.
America.
But like you can hear it.
America.
So like
Well,
if I heard that back in New York, that was an immediate, it's a firework or someone just got shot. That's the two things that will go in your head.
That's my favorite game of the night. Is that celebration or
is that a
that
firework or is that someone getting killed?
Yeah, exactly.
So like here, like I remember the first night, like when we all heard those, and we were like a bit of panicky because we were like, what the hell? Like, where are these gunshots coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And then like luckily we had mentioned it to our landlord, and he was like, oh yeah, it's just a neighbor. He does that. Like it was no big deal.
I mean, that's the best news you could have gotten, though.
Yeah. So it's like that's what I'm saying.
No
It was like,
about.
yeah. He could have just been like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
know?
just paranoia too. Like as a kid, if I was left alone, because like I was the master of my house, meaning if anyone walked up the stairs, I knew exactly where the squeaky spots were. I knew exactly how to walk around them so it wouldn't make a sound. So if I was ever playing video games home alone at night, like maybe my parents go out with some friends, watch a movie, anything like that, if I hear a creak, I will barricade that room like it's my last stand. And I will shut everything off. I will get underneath my bed. I will find the nearest weapon. Like anything I can do.
Nearest weapon is my Xbox controller.
Yeah, like I would literally hold, like let's say, I don't know, if I had a bat, maybe even just, I
had a bat in my closet.
I think I had a hamper at some point, like a clothes hamper. And what I'd do is I'd walk over to the balcony because you could see the front door from my room via a balcony. I would have it lodged behind my shoulder. So if at any moment I saw movement, I could just javelin it at an unsuspecting visitor in the home. But, you know, you always have to have that good trigger finger where if you see your parents, you got to hold back. You can't throw it. You got to be ready for who you see.
You got to be ready for possibly not murdering your parents.
Exactly. Just dropping an axe from your room.
Yeah. No, I used to have a bat in my my closet
In the closet?
for like a long time. Yeah.
I can't imagine those people
Because
that
also
sleep
where I lived too, like the block I lived on, there was a lot of activity at like night
right.
around. So there's a lot of psychos around the neighborhood.
See, I can't imagine.
But it wasn't like people in our neighborhood. Like they would just end up walking down our block and shit would happen.
Right.
Like somebody got shot on my block
Oh my
once.
God.
This is what I'm saying, dude. Like where I lived, it was not safe.
Well, I'm happy I never came to visit now.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
I mean, it don't get me wrong. It's gotten way better.
No, exactly.
Like this is more when I was younger. Like when I was like
That happens.
maybe like 8 to 15.
That's the sad truth. Like this basic explanation is we're humans, but like the thing is you can tell your family member or a friend like, hey, why don't you come visit? Oh, someone died last week. And he's like, what? It's like, no, that doesn't normally happen. That doesn't normally happen. It's just
Yeah, it's just it doesn't happen most of the time.
yeah, this doesn't happen.
I promise.
Usually someone just gets shot in the leg. That's the worst that happens here. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
why
we've had gunshots on our block. We've had someone get killed on our block. We've had multiple fights. I told you did you ever tell you about the story about my brother, how we got all his rims stolen?
you told me that, yeah, your brother got his car replaced on bricks.
Yeah. His car got placed on bricks and people stole his rims.
See, no, that's hilarious to me. I don't know why. That's just fucking waking up to your car on bricks.
I remember waking up because my bed was right next to the window that was outside of our house that would like show the front. So I remembered waking up that morning and it was like 7 o'clock to hearing my dad outside because he was talking to my neighbor about what had happened in the front. And I looked at the window and I just saw my brother's car on bricks. And then I immediately shut it and laid down and like tried to pretend to go back to sleep. I was like, I do not want to be awake when he finds out. I do not want to be awake when he finds out because he's going to lose his shit.
Especially him being a cop. The audacity of those people to steal tires from a cop.
And like, oh my God, he was in full bloodied rage when he woke up that morning because he had only had that car for a month and a half. He was so angry.
I don't know why.
I've never seen him that mad.
I don't know why I think it's funny. Like, of course, if someone stole my tires, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? That's a lot of money. Like, anything. I don't care about how rare they are. It's just money to replace your tires. But it's just, imagine if they did it to the whole family. I just imagine robbers and I'd be like, all right, guys, we're going to jack the tires off this whole family.
Yeah. Eventually those people did get caught.
It'd be like walking out of your house and your front porch was stolen. It's like, what? Like, who? What?
I don't know why in my head, but the only thing that came out was that Bugs Bunny gif of like him chawing off Florida, but instead it's just them chawing off your porch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was one of the jokes. Is like, man, you can't have shit in Chicago. They stole my front porch. Like, that was a real story, I think. A dude walked down, just fell into his front lawn because someone stole his porch. It's like, what the fuck, guys? Because at that point, it's kind of funny, but it's also a little scary. Like, what else do these guys want?
Just like, why would you take my porch?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what do you want from my porch, dude?
What was so valuable? Was the wood like incredibly valuable? Like, what did you need?
Just a father-son weekend project. He didn't want to go to Lowe's.
You could have built your kid like a treehouse. You could have just went to Home Depot. Why'd you gotta take my porch?
Exactly. You can go buy lumber at Home Depot. You can steal a dude's porch.
Just rob a man's porch.
You walk outside. Some dude stole my lawn. Then just take the grass. It's like, what the fuck? What do you guys?
This guy stole my grass.
Where's my car?
Oh man.
Imagine getting robbed. Like, not even an alarm goes off. You just get home and you notice the front door is busted open. Some stuff's rearranged. Something's like this. Something's up, right? Yeah. You scour the entire house and you find out they only stole your shower head. It's like, why? What? Why did you need a shower head?
I'll never take a good shower ever again.
They stole my toilet brush. Why? What the fuck? That thing was dirty. Why would you not just buy toilet brush? That would be hilarious. Is that normally people rob if it's like, oh, I don't have money to make ends meet, but I really need this. So I need to rob someone. It's sad. I need to do it just to steal this. So imagine robbing an entire neighborhood, but you only take one object from each house. And they start piecing together like, hey, Johnny, you know what's so weird last night? Yeah, someone took my toothbrush. And then the other neighbor's like, someone took my fucking light bulbs out of all my lights and nothing else. Someone stole my dog. No, that'd be worse, actually. Sorry. That's not the same.
My dog's gone. Yeah. Thanks. I'm glad you guys got the worst brunt of it.
It's like, all right.
Sorry about your light bulbs and toothbrushes while my dog's
gone. That guy got light bulbs. That guy got his dog stolen. What's next? One walks out. Has anyone seen my daughter? It's like, oh no, he's making a family. The robber's making a full house family.
Oh my God. Now he's going to rob someone's porch. Not the porch.
I just bought this new house.
He's actually not even a bad guy. He's just trying to make a family.
Yeah, he just makes a whole new life. Like, imagine all the neighborhood is completely robbed, and they know there's one house in the corner. It's all lit up on the inside. He's got a daughter and a dog. He's got a porch. He's got some nice shower heads in there. Just like some random shit. Like, he stole his neighbor's newspaper. That's how committed he is. And that shit's free. They just throw it at you.
They just throw it out my house.
Oh my gosh. Well, due to timing proportions on my end, with how late it is for both of us, we will most likely be ending the podcast here. When this comes out, if properly timed, should be on a Friday. So if that's correct, and I didn't get stressed out on the previous Monday trying to set up everything, then you can expect an episode again, an exact week from today, next Friday. That's about it. But yeah, I like this a lot. I'm happy. It's weird to be at the beginning of something that may last a long time. So, one podcast a week, 4 weeks in a month. So that'd be 48 podcasts in a year. Like when we hit episode 48, we'll we'll have done this for a year straight. So
Scary.
I'm excited for that. It makes me happy. It's scary, yeah, but
Commitment.
I'm happy with how depressed I'm gonna be and how
Depressed.
yeah, just
Like,
hey
yeah,
guys,
wait,
welcome to
it's
episode 49. Woo!
Hi guys, welcome
Here's
to 48. My favorite episode.
I think I did my math right there, right?
Yeah, so we started off with rats and we ended up with stealing porches.
Yo, dude, can someone remind us? Can someone write a comment on the 47th episode for us to check in on that rat a year later?
Please.
So we can start so we can end the year right where it started.
At the end of the year.
Looking at episode 48. So that rat, it's gonna be really sad if it set off a ball.
It's like, oh, I sent you a video. Just
if anything happens to that rat, like tomorrow,
I'll actually be generally upset.
No, if anything happens to that rat, even tomorrow, if tomorrow we find out it's dead, we don't talk about it until episode 48. We go like, oh yeah, by the way, guys,
really sad.
It died a year ago. But thank you to everyone who tuned into this podcast, whether that be YouTube, Spotify, or anything else. We greatly appreciate it. Share it with your grandma, share it with your friends and family, share it with your priest.
Let us know what you think. If you're here on YouTube, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. We have some future stuff planned too, with letting you guys interact with us via some questions that we want to do. So let them rip, boys. But
let them rip.
We hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. We hope, I hope you have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you guys in the next episode next week. All right. Welcome to the Numbnuts Podcast, bitches. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.